Are you alarmed to hear that 180,000 tons of fuel have vanished almost overnight, leaving the Horn of Africa on the brink of an unprecedented energy crisis? This crisis is measured in a staggering 180,000 metric tons of missing refined fuel. This shortfall threatens everything: trucks, farms, hospitals, and businesses across countries like Ethiopia. The IMF has issued a Tier 1 warning. The region's energy corridor is on the verge of collapse. For landlocked Ethiopia, which relies on fuel imports through neighboring ports, the impact is catastrophic. Commerce slows, construction halts, and daily life grinds to a stop. The crisis isn't a distant threat. It's happening now as reserves dwindle and energy lifelines fray. This isn't just about fuel, it's about survival for millions. The shortage is a symptom of global turmoil, where conflict and disrupted supply chains in the Middle East send shockwaves thousands of miles away. The Horn of Africa is caught in the crossfire, desperately trying to keep the lights on and its economy moving. The world is watching, but for those living through it, the clock is ticking fast. In late March, 3 tankers, BETROLEYA, Brave, and ANDIAMO, delivered 143,000 tons of fuel to Djibouti. It sounded like relief, but it's only a temporary fix. The region's daily consumption means this supply will be gone by the end of April if disruptions continue. Each tanker buys just a few weeks, not a solution. The Horn of Africa's energy security is now a race against time, with every delivery celebrated, but never enough. Governments and businesses can't plan for the future when fuel is measured in days. The brief relief is overshadowed by the looming deadline. What happens when the tanks run dry again? The region is living on borrowed time, with no lasting solution in sight. Ethiopia, home to over 130 million people, is running on less than half the diesel it needs. Normally, the country requires 9.2 million liters of diesel daily. Now, it gets just 4.5 million. Trucks are parked, harvests are at risk, and economic activity is grinding to a halt. The transportation sector is paralyzed. Goods can't move, food can't reach cities, and prices soar. The government is forced to ration fuel, making impossible choices between ambulances and grain trucks. The entire rhythm of commerce is disrupted, threatening years of progress. For Ethiopia, this isn't just a slowdown, it's an existential threat. The crisis touches every corner of the economy, from city streets to rural farms. Leaders face devastating decisions daily, with no easy answers. The energy crisis is real, immediate, and threatens the nation's future. The crisis starts far from Africa, at 2 of the world's most critical maritime choke points. First, the Strait of Hormuz, gateway to the Persian Gulf, where Iran's blockade has slashed global oil flows. This is the main reason Ethiopia's diesel supply has been cut in half. Tankers are stuck, rerouted, or unwilling to risk the journey. The International Energy Agency warns that some damaged facilities could take years to repair. Meanwhile, the Bab el-Mandeb Strait faces missile and drone attacks, threatening to close the direct route to Djibouti. A closure here would be catastrophic, cutting off the region's fuel lifeline. The world has never seen both these arteries squeezed at once. For the Horn of Africa, it's like being cut off from all sides. Fuel simply can't get through. The fuel shortage is only half the story. The other half is the soaring cost. Brent crude surged nearly 60% in a month and could hit $200 a barrel if conflict continues. War risk insurance has added millions to the cost of every tanker. Ethiopia, forced to end fuel subsidies, now passes the full cost to consumers. For ordinary people, fuel is both scarce and unaffordable. The triple blow: physical scarcity, record high prices, and no safety net. Truck drivers and farmers can't afford to buy fuel even if they find it. The crisis is about empty tanks and empty pockets. Every drop costs more, pushing the economy to the brink. The energy crisis is squeezing Ethiopia from every direction. Ethiopia's fuel crisis has paralyzed its most vital export, coffee. 12 million bags sit in warehouses, unable to reach the port. Without diesel, coffee can't be exported, and the country can't earn the dollars needed to buy more fuel. It's a vicious cycle. No fuel, no exports. No exports, no cash for fuel. The economic engine has seized up, with lost income and lost opportunity. Farmers face financial ruin as their harvests sit unsold. The cash crunch extends to medicine, machinery, and food imports. The smell of coffee now signals frustration, not prosperity. The stalled exports are a symbol of a nation on hold. Ethiopia waits for fuel to move forward again. As official fuel supplies dwindle, a black market has exploded. The government has detained hundreds and seized billions in illegal fuel transactions. Fuel is now a strategic national reserve, tracked and rationed with military precision. Gas stations have become rationing centers, with long lines and strict limits. The goal to ensure what little fuel remains goes to critical sectors, emergency services, public transport, food aid. The crackdown is necessary, but it means less freedom for businesses and citizens. Hoarding and price gouging only deepen the crisis. The government's intervention is a desperate attempt to keep the country running. Ethiopia's war on fuel scarcity shows just how dire the situation has become. The arrival of 3 tankers has started a 30-day countdown. By the end of April, the region could run out of fuel entirely if no new supplies arrive. The window for conventional solutions is gone. Radical action is needed now. The IMF urges an immediate shift to electric railways for essential cargo. The Djibouti-Addis Ababa electric railway is now the region's lifeline. Ethiopia must also diversify its port access. Projects once long-term are now urgent. The choices are stark. Adapt fast or face catastrophe. The era of cheap, reliable fossil fuels is over for now. The region's future depends on its ability to pivot quickly. The next 30 days will decide whether the Horn of Africa can build a new, resilient future before the old one collapses.